Ella dressed up carefully for her date, fully expecting her boyfriend Warner to propose.
Well, that's why I think it's time for us.
Yes.
I think we should break up.
What?
However, Warner had just been accepted into Harvard Law and suddenly felt Elle wasn't good enough for him anymore.
If I'm gonna be a senator, well, I need to marry a Jackie, not a Marilyn.
So you're breaking up with me because I'm too blonde?
It's not like I have a choice here, sweetheart.
Ella angrily turned and left. Indeed, she looked like a Barbie, loving pink dresses, sparkly jewelry, and fancy manicures. But what's wrong with a girl wanting to look pretty? After being dumped by Warner, she was constantly down in the dumps. Her best friend dragged her out, wanting her to get a manicure to cheer up. Just then, she learned from a magazine that Warner's brother was engaged to a Yale girl. It suddenly dawned on her. If she could get into Harvard Law too, couldn't she rekindle things with Warner?
This is what I need to become to be serious.
What? Practically deformed?
No, a law student.
A Barbie going to law school. Her parents didn't get it. Why suffer through that? Her advisor also thought she was dreaming. No matter how much you know about fashion, it won't impress Harvard. But Ella was confident. She began to study hard. You don't know what you can do until you try. The seemingly naive Elle turned out to be a hidden academic ace. She scored 179 out of 180 on the LSAT. She also made a sexy self-intro video. This stunned the admissions committee, but they had to admit, this girl was truly unique. Just like that, Elle got into Harvard. She was sure the moment Warner saw her, he'd be overjoyed and they'd get back together. But she never imagined he'd find a new girlfriend so fast. The other party is a wealthy daughter named Vivian. Ella had a good cry, but she refused to admit defeat. She wanted to fairly compete with Vivian, who naturally made things difficult for her at every turn. When Elle spoke up in class, Vivian harshly refuted her views, embarrassing her. When she brought muffins hoping to join their study group, Vivian flatly rejected her. Among Harvard's brown and gray tones, her bright pink stood out like a sore thumb. Classmates mocked her. No one wanted to team up with her. Even the professor kicked her out of class. One day, she overheard girls discussing a party and couldn't help chasing after them to ask where to go. She so badly wanted to fit into this circle. This time, Vivian didn't decline, saying it was a costume party and Elle should wear something different. Elle believed it was true. She carefully dressed up as a bunny girl. The moment she opened the door, she realized she'd been viciously tricked. Everyone stared at her like a freak, but she still mustered the courage to walk up to Warner. She had thought that by getting into Harvard on her own merits, Warner would see her differently. She never imagined he still saw her as a joke.
You're not smart enough, sweetie.
Wait, am I on glue or did we not get into the same law school, Warner?
Well, yeah, but...
We took the same LSATs and we're taking the same classes.
I know, but come on, Elle, be serious.
Elle finally understood. In Warner's eyes, she'd always be a joke. It was no longer about love. She had to win back her own dignity.